Robert Massey got a hand in there. And it'll be a 4th down and a field goal opportunity now from Matt Barr and the Philadelphia Eagles.
And if you look at O'Brien, he's saying, my fault, James. Don't worry about it. Good pass protection for O'Brien, but this ball is forced into a crowd and thrown behind Lofton. Never really had a chance. He was lucky just to get his right hand on it.
Yeah, it was Massey in the area, but he didn't actually tip it at all. 27-yard field goal from Matt Barr is up and good. And the Philadelphia Eagles trying to break a 3-game losing streak. Take the opening kickoff, move for a 27-yard field goal, and a 3-0 lead. Chris Chandler gets the start for the Cardinals today because of Steve Berline's knee injury. Chandler came on in the game last week and was somewhat ineffective. Up front, Sharp, May, Cunningham, Smith, and Cunningham. Ron Moore is the starter at running back. Randall Hill, Ricky Prohl. Gary Clark is back in the starting lineup today, still bothered by a groin pull, and Walter Reeves is the tight end. Here's Matt Barr's kickoff. Eric Blunt goes back and takes it 5 yards deep. That'll be a touchback, and Phoenix will take over at the 20-yard line. Here's Gary Clark, who is said he's about 70% right now, but his father had told him that when he was 70%, that was equal to 100% of somebody else.
He said he also listened to a lot of things his dad said that didn't make sense, but obeyed him anyway. Needs 41 yards to reach 9,000 yards receiving on his career.
And he would be only the 14th player in league history just to pass that mark. Here's Chandler back, looks right all the way. Larry Centers, who is in the backfield. Centers is a pass receiving specialist, and he opens in the backfield and picks up 12 yards. Defensively, Simmons, Millard, Harmon, and Flores, they have only 8 sacks for the season. The big key here is Britt Hager, who is a run stopper. He gets his first start as middle linebacker, only the 3rd start of his career, and in his 5 years. Allen, Miano, Hopkins, and Ben Smith in the defensive secondary.
The officials had marked the ball on the college hash marks, and Chandler and the offense had to tell him, hey, will you move him over here to the NFL hash marks here?
Well, Arizona State won here last night, defeating California 41-0. There's a handoff for a couple of yards to Larry Centers. By the way, we should mention something. Those of you back in the Philadelphia area, I think, are aware of this. The symmetry in records between Penn State and the Eagles going back to 1991, the records have been identical. Every Saturday that Penn State wins or loses, the Eagles do the same on Sunday. And the record now is 13-6 coming into today's game. Yesterday, of course, Penn State won, so that augurs well for Philadelphia.
Even though they were 3-point underdogs coming in.
2nd and 7. Larry Centers again, and Andy Harmon makes the tackle. We had been told to expect, that was Ron Moore that time. Number 30, he did have the carry.
Here's Brett Hager. You see the change here that the Eagles have made. This is Seth Joyner, and what they're doing is they're trying to block up the middle. And on this play it was very successful. A little bit of a change going to an over and under type of defense, sliding the line, trying to shore up the middle where they missed Byron Evans because of that broken arm.
3rd down and 4. Timeout called by Philadelphia. Might have been a communication problem, not sure. Eagles called timeout. They lead 3-0. The customary small crowd on hand at Sun Devil Stadium. They expect about 40,000 today in a facility that seats 73. 3rd down, Eric Blunt has come into the backfield now. This is where Johnny Bailey was so important. Flags are down. Chandler coming to the left. Lobs it deep, incomplete. And we'll see if the Cardinals drew the Eagles offside.
The Eagles were certainly anxious as they were coming on the blitz there. Chandler went to a long hard count. Question is, did he cause one of his own men to jump with that hard count? He sure got out of that pocket in a hurry, didn't he?
Well, from the reaction of the Cardinals. Looks like it's going to go against Philadelphia. Here's Jerry Austin, the referee.
Number 91 of the defense, offsides, 5 yards, first down.
Andy Harmon, who had a couple of sacks last week in the loss.
Good job on the pickup right there by Larry Centers on Britt Hager. Just after the penalty, a good job of getting rid of the ball by Chandler, not forcing the possible interception, but that's something. Getting those blitzes on the first nickel situation kind of gives you an idea of the mindset of Bud Carson and the Eagles.
You just saw a picture of Bud Carson, the 62-year-old defensive coordinator. Here's the blitz. Chandler and a man wide open. Oh, boy. Larry Centers was all by himself.
And Chandler threw him a fastball when he needed to just feather it into him. Chandler kind of stumbles a little bit going back to pass. He steps up well. And then this ball just thrown way too hard. There is just nobody in front of Centers and Joyner there. He might have gone the distance.
As a result, however, it's 2nd down and 10.
But Chandler faced another blitz from the Eagles, so they're definitely going to challenge him with the blitz this afternoon.
They'll run it this time, but not for much. Ron Moore. Garrison Hurst, of course, the #1 draft choice, is out for the year after knee surgery a week or so ago. Ron Moore is a 4th-round pick, in his rookie season. Well, we'll bring you up to date. Dallas over the Giants. Detroit blanked Tampa Bay. San Diego came roaring back and nipped Minnesota. Buffalo in overtime. Denver defeats Cleveland, and Pittsburgh down 16-0 comes back and beats Cincinnati. 3rd and 8. Down again. Chandler with a free shot going deep, and Gary Clark is down there, but Mark McMillan was much closer to it. Gary Clark told us yesterday that he really likes the defensive secondary of Philadelphia, and in particular he likes Mark McMillan and the way he plays.
Yeah, it's another blitz. What we don't see there is the offsides there, but watch Joyner come free on the quarterback. A well-designed blitz, but Mike Flores was offsides.
That moves the ball out to the 50-yard line. It stays 3rd down. It'll be 3rd down and 3. Phoenix trailing Philadelphia by 3. Opening quarter of play. Count. Chandler right side. Caught by Ricky Prohl. First down, Phoenix. And then a flag comes at the tackle. Ben Smith defensively.
It's another catch for Ricky Prohl, who's leading the Cardinals in receptions this year. That one looked like it was thrown right into the teeth of the Eagles zone there. Ben Smith was standing right with Prohl, never saw the ball.
Gain of 12 and a first down, and we'll see what happens after that.
There is no foul on the play. First down.
You know, I wish they would explain why there's no foul in the play.
Yeah, obviously, if somebody throws a flag, he thinks there's a foul.
Right.
Okay, now what made him change his mind to where the other 3 or 4 guys come in and say, hey, that's not a foul? That's all we're asking. That's why the officials have those microphones, so they can communicate with us.
Seems like a simple enough request, doesn't it? First down and 10. Butch Roll is in as an H-back. And here comes a reverse. And some room. Ricky Prohl has a blocker in front and is out of bounds at the 23-yard line. That's his 3rd run of the season.
That blocker out in front was Butch Roll, number 82. You see Butch, it's almost like a counter gap. He comes around and he's got the lead on Prohl. He's going to take care of Eric Allen, who does a nice job of staying with his containment and forces Prohl out of bounds. Big play for Phoenix.
That's a gain of 15 and a first down at the 23-yard line.